Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Urban Absurdity. I'm your host, OG Ron.
And I'm Bianca Brown.
And for the first time, we have a studio audience involved in this.
Yay!
So I hope I don't say anything to offend anyone and have to just start a fight during the show.
You're going to be an asshole. But if you guys fight, I'm recording it and I'm giving it to World Star.
World Star don't want to see this shit because I don't think they're ready for me.
I think they will, and I need more likes on my like page. Make sure you like it, Miss Bianca.
Your number's been coming up, too. I see you over there.
Listen, congratulations to me. Those numbers are valid, and I need you to keep sharing all of my shit.
Sometimes I look like, who the fuck is Miss? Oh, okay.
It's more.
Miss Bionic and shit.
It's me.
Man, you're going to have to fight because, just like I just brought up the Iggy Azalea video, we're going to go into that one since right before I hit play. We were talking about that. Did you see the video?
I just watched it.
You were looking for Tiger to be twerking, but that's not the type of topic I'll bring up.
I thought we were going to diss him and say, why is this nigga in here twerking? I thought he did something stupid, which he normally does. However, I just watched the whole video of Iggy like bouncing ass that was paid for.
Well, I'm glad you watched it looking for a Tiger twerk and you saw Iggy twerking.
And I'm unhappy. So now I'm going to have to like.
But millions of men are like, we ain't going to say we happy, but we satisfied with it.
See,
you know what I mean?
This is, you know what? I want to just say how sexist this world is. It is. You know what? Y'all get to see ass.
What's so sexist about this world?
You know I was about to tell you. You guys get to see ass and titties popping everywhere. But when it's a dude, y'all want to cover up. I don't like that.
You're supposed to be. Look, male nudity is not as accepted in this community, in this world, as female nudity is.
Well, Ron, I'm glad you said that. I'm starting a petition for women all over who would like to now see men, all of them.
Ain't nobody gonna sign that shit.
Yes, it is. It's time to go. It's time to go. Just like I watched 50 Shades and they showed all of her. They didn't show none of him. Just a little piece. Hell no.
That's what you get for watching 50 Shades.
First of all, I love it. The books were great. But nope, it's time. The tables have turned. We are in a new world. And it is time for you to show and tell.
All right, but look, you got to go back like way back.
In trunks. I want them all over the place.
Here she go. You about to start talking about Safari now?
Just because I watched this video, I'm going to have to go back to my old save downloaded videos of Safari, whatever.
She done made up her own name for this nigga. That's your boyfriend now.
I like Safari because like he let it free. And I was like, I'm happy. Rah. Like we're winning. And then we start losing again when dudes start covering up. Fellas, you need to do more than just the gray sweatpants. It is a new world.
Speaking of Safari, did you see that video that came up this week where they booed his ass off that?
I did not watch it. I heard about it and I was
I've seen people get booed off a stage. This nigga got booed off a basketball court.
You are not
Hey, the nigga came out. It was like before the hook was even over there, was booing him. The nigga said, hey, cut the music. That nigga said, I fucked all the women you guys dream about and blah, blah. I'm like, dude, that was a hoe move.
It was.
Listen, they didn't want you out there, B. So why you gonna bring up who you fucking?
This is exactly why we like when you don't talk and we just get to look at you. He's like don't say anything. I just want to look at you. Because when you talk, it's just like, God damn it. I'm out of here.
You just want this nigga bringing you breakfast and not saying shit. That's it.
Besides that thing, he can bring it on there.
Back to Iggy. The video was really cool, though. You know what?
Trash.
Now, even as a man, I know that she did all the twerking and all of that nakedness, all of that butt nakedness, so you could watch the video, get the views up. You know what I mean? But the first 28 times I watched it with the sound off, and then when I finally listened to it, it wasn't a bad song. Like you think people just hate on her?
I do. Don't get me wrong. I like her as an artist. I like her. However, I don't want to see no ass videos. It's not for me.
Well, I mean, you can't see the ass if you just listen on the radio or like on Spotify.
I didn't hear it on the radio.
Even though that would be cool, Spotify added that.
Fuck that. Spotify, y'all don't do that. I'm glad y'all don't do that. Y'all got to bring R. Kelly back. Y'all got to do something.
No.
R. Kelly can come back. You know what? We don't have to like who he is as a person. But a lot of you niggas was born to some of his songs. If it wasn't for him, you niggas wouldn't even be here.
Okay, point made. Okay, but all right. Say if R. Kelly came back, would you want to see him butt naked in his new video?
No.
Where then you can't complain about what we seeing out here?
I want to listen to his song. No, what my complaint?
No, you just made a comparison about me to women.
This is my complaint. My complaint is that women have to show everything in order to be accepted. It just is what it is.
They don't have to show everything.
But men have to show nothing. Like the main part that we need to see of you niggas, we can't see. Like, why do I have to talk to you so long?
We don't have as many parts as y'all.
I got to get comfortable. Like, why do I got to talk to you for so long just to see what I need to see?
Y'all got more parts than us.
So what? Show the man what we need to see. You should be able to talk to a dude and be like, hey, I know we've been out on a couple of dates. It's been great. But,
here you go.
it's time to show and tell. Need to see if I'm wasting my time here.
And I'm sure a man wouldn't object to that, but that's like, you know, a dating situation and videos are different.
Oh, whatever. No.
I'm sure if on the first day you actually get to whip it out, like, you'd be cool as soon as you got a car.
I've asked a couple. Listen, first thing, then in that case, in that video, the Tiger should have whipped it out. All I'm saying is be fair. That's all I'm saying is be fair, be fair. But
ain't Tiger like 19? Why would you want to see him whip it out?
His old ass is not 19. He's not 19.
Well, that nigga must be stressing a lot because he's skinny, he little, he's short. So I thought the nigga was young. I don't know.
He was like young when Bedrock came out. That shit is over with. There isn't even a Young Buddy anymore.
All right, we won't carry this debate on, but I will say, shout out to Iggy. I don't hate on you, but I do think you just went. I mean, it was cool for what you did for the males. That was cool. It was nice imagery. The visual was good. The song was cool, though. You didn't need to just show ass crack just to get that shit to go because the beat was cool. You rocked it. Tiger's Tiger. Like, she's always on the same wavelength like every song. Like, he never changes it up. So,
but she probably,
it was Tiger.
But she knew she had to do one or the other. Either have Tiger on your video, which no one's going to watch because it says featuring Tiger, or you're going to say, but there's a lot of ass in this video. So you're like, okay.
That was a selling point. I looked at it. It was like 2 days and like had like 16 million views.
I'm about to change the world. Watch. Right on this show. I'm about to change the world.
How you gonna change the world?
You're going to be like, I'm sick of your motherfucking ass. You got all these people showing everything. I'll be like, yes, Rod.
Well, hey, I don't watch a lot of videos though. Like when I see the hype, like on social media or something like that, then I go search for the video. But like I just kind of listen.
We don't watch videos since like 106 Apart with
Exactly. I'm old school. I gotta hear something about a video. I'm not just shopping for videos and shit just to watch them. Oh shit, you see so new video? Hell no.
But remember we used to like Midnight Love and what was it? Video Soul.
Yeah, BET Uncut too.
When you couldn't, BET Uncut. Damn, that mug.
What was that show Donnie Simpson was on? You remember Donnie Simpson? I laugh every time I think about Donnie Simpson.
Oh, Green Eyes.
That nigga had the juiciest shortcut ever.
I actually follow him on Facebook, and he's still following.
That nigga still alive?
Yes, and he's still very, very much fun.
Okay. All right, that's on the women.
Hey, go, Donnie. If you... just shouting you out if you want to just go ahead and come on the show. More than welcome. There's a chair for you.
I don't know about that. We have to let y'all go solo.
We can just talk about
you know what? Right now, at this point with our show, yes, Donnie Simpson could come on. I ain't gonna object to you, but if that nigga wait about a year, we not answering the phone.
You'll be like, "Be out and get off of
it." Nigga, it's cool. We got numbers now. We don't need Donnie Simpson. I gotta bring up this.
Okay, what?
Some more racist shit.
It seems like we talk about that every time.
It happens all the time.
There's like 100 new incidents every show we do.
Yeah, the thing I wasn't gonna talk about is the way they calling the police on us. They did it some more, about 3 times this week. I'm a kid delivering newspapers. They call the police on his ass.
You know what? The shit gets so ridiculous. The only thing you do is just laugh. Like don't even get mad no more.
Yeah, it's funny to talk about because now they're trying to get this law in where if you call the police and there's no fucking like crime being committed, then your ass should go to jail. And I like that. I'll vote for that.
Yeah, you should. You wasting people's time.
Exactly. The cops are coming out like, what do you do? This motherfucker over here with a bag full of newspapers. Like, dude, how is that punishable? Like, all right, let's go.
Wait, but what was the reason that they said they called him? No.
You know what? It got to the point where this week it was about 3 of them, and I didn't even read them because it's just getting stupid. Like, the last one I actually read was the kids cutting the grass.
Oh, I see that.
And they cut this little patch of their neighbor's yard.
They got mad. I saw that.
This motherfucker called the boys. Like, dude, you probably needed to. And, dude, the video was on the fucking TV. They needed their whole yard cut. I would have just sat there and been like, dude, this is a part of that, so just cut this.
I would have been like, all this is there. This whole side.
I just built this house in their yard. This ain't. Just go cut that.
Just get this part, the whole thing. But I heard about now that one. I heard about, and I heard who was it? It was like a neighborhood. I don't know exactly who it was, but they went and bought new like equipment for him.
Yeah. He got a new trimmer. Oh, he came up.
Yeah.
Got a nice little mower, a leaf blower, like all kind of shit.
I might have to start lying on some shit. Talking about they called the police on me too. What can you get me?
Hey, they showed the picture. He had it all hanging on him too. It looked like grass man. He was ready to go after that. He got a whole lot of business out of it too, so he was happy into that.
I know.
But this one, no calling the police, but some more racist shit.
Oh gosh.
And I didn't eat their pizza any motherfucking way.
You talking about that trash ass Papa John's?
Papa John.
Absolute trash.
This motherfucker was in the middle of a conference call with some other business agency, as he quoted it, and he just started saying nigga out of nowhere. And and when he got caught, he said that the agency that he was on the phone with. Let me look at my damn notes so I can get this clear. The agency was promoting
that vocabulary.
He said they promoted that. They pushed me. How the fuck somebody push you? Even if you on the phone with Suge Knight working out a business deal, how does somebody just persuade you to use nigger?
But he said they pushed me and it upset me, which is very important because since you were upset, that might be okay. You fucking bastard.
That mother, how were you upset?
Your pizza is trash. And I know I use the word trash like y'all know I do it. That you know it's real.
It's probably the first time I agree with you when you say something was trash. That shit's actually trash.
You agree with me a couple more times.
I don't remember that, but the Papa John's shit, that is definitely trash. The butter sauce, I just want when they go out of business, I just want all the butter sauce.
I don't want.
Like I got other uses for that shit.
I don't want shit to do with that shit.
I love the butter sauce. Fuck with you. All right. Anyway, like how you feel about that? And then like shows like maybe 10 shows ago, I had a rant, and I told everybody how pissed off I am about every time somebody gets caught doing some bullshit, then they apologize. Like, you were on a conference call, first of all. Now, you got maybe 5 or 6 lines going, no matter how many people are listening on each end. Like, you don't think you're going to get caught doing that shit? You a powerful dude. You like the CEO. You own the most shares in this company.
Yeah, but people,
you just ramble off the N-word and like.
Are we shocked though? Then he talked about the football players kneeling. Like, we're shocked. Is this what? Look at his lips. Look at a picture of him. Look at his lips.
I'm not looking at his lips.
He has racist ass lips. Them little tight ass, long ass lips. He got them racist ass lips.
You have to show me racist lips on a woman.
Listen, I'm gonna show you on all. I'm gonna be like, watch. I'll be like, watch her ass. She's racist. Look at them lips. Look how they tight they are.
Okay, I'll pay attention then.
Fucking bastard. Your pizza's trash. Your restaurants are trash.
I've never been to the Papa John's.
Your crust is trash. Like, what can I just?
Now, Papa Murphy's a different story. They take food stamps. I roll up in there. I'm not fucking with Papa. You know what? Even if he took food stamps, I don't think I'd fuck with them.
They come in like your usual, Ron. I'm gonna take 2 this time. Like, what the fuck? How do you know that?
What? Did they take food stamps? Cause dude. Come on now. You didn't just meet me before the show.
No, I thought the plug ran out though. I thought you said you didn't know.
I ain't say I had none recently, but I'm just saying I know the places who take food stamps. I ain't had no food stamps since I found out Subway take food stamps.
Oh, shit.
So I've been waiting to go in there and swipe, but shit, I just ain't had a chance to. But I will be soon as I'm in the plug. Come back online.
Where you been, girl?
They don't call me no more. You see my refrigerator. I got so much to drink in there. Like, it take you a few minutes to notice ain't no food in that motherfucker.
I took a picture of Ron's drinks. If ever there was a storm and we were locked up in this fucking house, the only thing we would be doing is drinking and pissing.
Hey, I got canned goods. I got canned goods and ramen noodles.
We'll be peeling corn with our hands.
And the canned goods is mostly manwich, so it's still not food.
But we got to make sure they up to date because Tasha check it and be like, no, we eat this shit. I'll be like, but we're starving.
Look, first of all, that was picante sauce. That's much different than canned goods. And it didn't expire until November.
Yeah, I'm showing out. Fuck this shit. I'm exposed to this ass. But no, he does. I will say Ron keeps us very hydrated.
I knew that was coming. Like, keep your favorite liquor.
We'll never have to worry about thirst.
I ain't got no water in my cooler, but shit, that's coming. I gotta wait till I get paid.
Drink it out of the faucet. Oh shit! No, nothing is wrong with that. That's okay. At least you got the good pop instead of like Dr. Thunder and shit.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that. I actually work for a credible soda company. All right, get back to Papa. What you got to say about Papa John? Let's get off my refrigerator.
I said he's trash. I mean,
we're not talking about the pizza.
He's trash as a person.
Oh, okay.
When he said that shit that he said about the players kneeling, you already knew what time it was. I don't understand why people are shocked at this shit. Most of the people the stores that you shop in, the clothes that you wear, these people do not like you, but they like your money. And part of me cannot blame them, because if I didn't like somebody but they wanted to spend money on some shit of mine, I would say, well, you go right ahead.
Hell yeah.
Buy two if you can. You bastard. I mean, I'm going to talk about your ass, but then I'm going to be like, keep purchasing shit. Mm-hmm. So, but it's shocking to me how people are like outraged at his ass. Like, he did this shit already not too long ago.
Man, I think I'm more shocked at the positions that these people be in.
How?
I mean, you are, like I say, the biggest shareholder. And Papa Murphy's, even though niggas don't really like it, well, they eat that shit. But it's like, his fan base of his pizza is like, they all look like him. So he wasn't going out of business no time soon. And you just seen, like, with incidents like Roseanne, and just like everybody right now is getting roasted for saying that. Even these people that's calling the police. Like, one of those people was like the CEO of a corporation, and like all of her sponsors pulled out. It's like, I'm more shocked by the stupidity of you saying this shit and being on that level. Now, if you in your... Well, wait a minute. I almost said if you in your house, but they recorded the one guy, the Clippers on it. They recorded that nigga at the crib.
She was like, what'd you say?
I said them niggas shouldn't be coming to the games.
His old ass was like, I don't like them niggas touching you.
Well, then stop saying it until you retire. Stop saying it until you have nothing to lose. I mean, if you're going to be fake about it, because I had a show, too, where I said, shit, if you're going to be a racist, be a real fucking racist.
But that boy, he didn't apologize.
Nah, he was too old. He just said, they forced him to sell the team, so shit, he ain't had no reason to apologize.
But
see, y'all making me take... And I was like, that really wasn't a punishment. Like, look, nigga, you going to take this $2 billion and take your old ass on somewhere. Like, that was no fucking punishment. You know what I mean? If he had to sell it for half price or some shit or lose money, then he'd have felt it. But he didn't feel that shit.
But I don't understand when people say these people hold high positions and then they're racist. Mm-hmm. And I always say, we have to think, slavery wasn't that long ago. No. And there's a lot of people who their families these old bastards are still alive. They're like 190 and 80 years old. Mm-hmm. So if they still have money and they have businesses, and then they get their like nieces and nephews and children to have businesses, what the fuck do you think their mind frame is going to be? It's going to be the same way that somebody, I mean, black people, we do it too. We listen to what our parents and grandparents have told us about certain stuff. And we take that and we live by a lot of stuff. These white people are doing the same thing. And I'm not saying that is right. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying...
No, hell no, it ain't right. They're just passing down racism from generation to generation.
Right. And until all these old bastards die, it's kind of just like the judges. Look, they never get voted out. And until all of them die, we're going to have to deal with this shit. And until you just say, hey... Well, you were too old. Let's get somebody else in here, like with a fresh mind and some other shit. Then you could be like, okay, they may think differently. But until then, no. These people have been racist, are going to be racist, regardless of how much they apologize to you. They're going to be racist. It's just now coming out about how they feel to the public. Yeah. But they've been talking shit, and they've been saying certain shit, and they've been taking our money and laughing at us.
We ain't never got none of my money.
Well, he ain't got no money, but he gets some people's money. He's
getting a lot of people's money. All right, so
trash.
Now that he did step down as the CEO, but he's still a major shareholder, and his fucking name is still on the fucking building. Like, now you gonna change the name?
He getting money. They told him, this is what we do to make these motherfuckers happy. Just do this shit.
And about 6 months later, you just climb back up and take his old job back.
What are you doing here?
Nigga, I'm back.
I told you, bitch, it was only 6 months. Like, I'm not shocked Plus, his pizza tastes like trash, so it didn't matter. I don't care. Fuck you.
Damn. You know what? I think that's the first time I just heard you just outright say fuck something.
Because he is.
Because you usually play devil's advocate. Like, maybe the nigga was drunk. Maybe.
I just said that about Roseanne because I love season 1 through 7. And I'm sorry, people. I've watched it the other day.
I thought we were boycotting this shit. I thought we made it clear that Roseanne was a no-no. Are we going to discuss this after the show?
I don't like men who beat women, but I just listened to Deuces the other day, and let me remind you,
Ain't that a bitch?
Chris Brown's royalty CD is nice. I don't like men who poison women's drinks. However, Cliff Huxtable is still one of my favorite people. So this is what I'm saying. I may not like the
Bill Cosby's not, but Cliff, he ain't did nothing.
Cliff ain't did shit. So why am I upset? I'm saying, you know what? A lot of people can be horrible people, just horrible people in real life, you know? But if they have a talent, it's kind of like, damn, you know, you're a horrible person, but damn, you got a talent to do this. His pizza's trash. He has no talent. You suck. Fuck you.
And they gonna open up a grilled cheese shop. All right, we gonna go, since you was just speaking about poison drinks and stuff like that, I'm gonna bring up one that kind of fucked me up.
Ooh, I can't wait for this one. This is exciting.
And he's not a huge celebrity, but he's one of the people.
He is.
I mean, not like as far as like Bill Cosby and damn Papa Murphy. All right, he's big though. And the reason it fucked me up is because like now, like he's been like one of my newer role models since I want to get into broadcasting. And like he's up there. Yeah, just signed a contract. Like they would call this nigga the male Oprah. No. As far as his interview skills and stuff like that, he had just got signed on for a show. Like after the Kanye special. You don't like him because you said you had a crush on him.
No. I'm just saying that. No.
Oh, don't knock his interview skills. He's up there.
He's like Oprah in '96. Okay, let's go.
Shit, being Oprah at any phase in their life is a compliment.
In '96, when the background was white and she had the little purple and pink little drapes that was on that motherfucker.
Fat Oprah. That's what you're talking about.
You remember that shit? That came
Fluffy hair Oprah.
Yeah, that came out right before the news. Your grandma used to be like, hush, Oprah on.
When Phil Donahue was smashing her, that's what you talking about.
Look at that boy. I forgot all about his ass. Is he alive?
I don't know. Let's move on. All right, Charlamagne the God. Charlamagne the God. Right now they got a petition and like they want him kicked off the Breakfast Club. They don't want him on there. We don't want you interviewing people. We don't want anything. And all this stems from a 2001 rape accusation. What's her name? 15-year-old Jessica Reed. Happened in 2001. Charlamagne the God was 22. She says that an unknown person picked her up, took her to where Charlamagne was. He gave some drinks that taste like soda. They started to throw up, and then they were rendered immobile. And I guess he fucked them. I mean, I don't know.
He said he did.
He said he did.
Oh, no, not this one. Not this one. My bad.
You talking about the Spanish fly thing that I've been hearing about, right?
Yeah. That one. Okay, what happened with that one was, didn't he settled or they plead? That's what they did because the mother of the girl didn't cooperate with authorities as far as that goes. So
you think it was a payoff?
So and he pleaded that but he pleaded to like something lesser than that. I don't know exactly what it was, but I know he pleaded to it like to get it off his record.
All right, so wait a minute. Now that I'm hearing this, like if he pleaded in the charge, like why now is it resurfacing? It should be a dead issue then right now. Like they bringing it back up, like they trying to like get a new trial or some shit. Like it just came back up.
They can't get one because once she didn't cooperate and then it's old, so they can't do anything about that one.
You sure?
Yeah, that's what I read. They can't.
I heard he lawyered up though for some reason.
The second one is the one that they're trying to open back up.
So that's the Spanish fly.
Right.
All right, enlighten me on that one. How much you know about this?
Well, that's the one he went a dummy. That's what I'm saying. He's dummy. He pulled a Bill Cosby. He told. Like he went on a radio station and said they were talking about rape, the rape culture around today's day.
And he just had to bring that shit up.
Yeah, and they were the DJ was kind of asking him certain questions, and the nigga was just talking. I said, "Oh, he has to be drunk or high. Like something has to be going on for him to say it." I mean, right is right, wrong is wrong. The nigga basically said he raped this chick. Wow. He basically said he put Spanish fly in both their drinks. Mm-hmm. and he had sex with her. So the host was like, so was she conscious? He was like, well, she wasn't conscious, but she was like,
I gotta see this fucking interview. I'm stupid.
Yeah, he was like, she was up and out, in and out, in and out. He said, and then my friends, listen to this shit. He was like, other people that were there, my friends tried to come in and have sex with her, but I told them no. He said, so when she finally came to or whatever, and he was talking about what happened, and she was like, I don't remember any of that. He admitted that she's saying, I don't remember any of that. And she was like, he said, you don't remember we had sex? And she was like, well, who did I have sex with? And he was like, well, you had sex with me. And she said, well, I don't remember that, but at least I'm glad it was just you.
Ain't that a bitch? So now she's suing her after she said that?
Now, I don't know if she, because I didn't read that part as far as the suing. I just read what the interview was when he, like, you could play it. Like, the nigga basically said he put it in her drink. She didn't know about it. Basically said she was unconscious and he had sex with her and she didn't say yay or nay. So when it came back out, then he was like, oh, no. What I was trying to say was she didn't say, we already had planned on having sex that whole night.
But he left that part out, though. He left that part out.
Yeah. So that is the one that they're like, dog, you just basically admitted, not only did you just get rid of this case, but you went back and admitted to, because I guess he was just talking about different scenes or situations that he done had with women involving like Spanish fly and certain shit and putting shit in their drinks.
Now I'm kind of fucking puzzled because that's how Bill Cosby actually got convicted.
That ain't Oprah. You know what Oprah would have did?
What would Oprah do?
You need to talk to my you need to talk to my lawyers. When that cow shit came out, when she was talking about the meat, Oprah didn't say shit after that. After that, she was just like,
exactly. Nope. But that's what. How in the fuck could you do like that's? Kind of sounds like the transcript from a court date.
He could have been drunk. He could have been drunk when he had this interview. He could have
been off the same shit he gave her. I mean, who the fuck just comes out and admits to a crime?
Somebody probably did that shit to you. He said, "Nigga, you want to do this shit to me?" And he just got on that motherfucker and just started talking. No, it was bad. Like it was pretty bad. Like I see.
So if he don't get the best lawyers to get that shit thrown out, then he's gonna get convicted of the shit.
I knew someone was
because those are your words.
Yeah, on a live interview. And not only that, you know what? I just kind of feel like after he started bleaching his skin anyway, it was a lost cause.
You're going to have to show me a before and after.
Okay. There are pictures.
Man, I never seen him. Like, you take Sammy Sosa. We know about that shit. Like, you went from night and day.
Now, he did it too long. Sammy did too long. Charlamagne probably had like 2 sessions of shit.
Sammy looks like Iggy Azalea.
Sammy went in there and didn't come out. We said, I'm going to be here for a couple of years.
I wonder, do this shit wipe off? Is that like, what the fuck is skin bleaching? I've never seen no shit like that. So
that shit ain't powder.
And now, are you see what Donald Trump does? He do the little spray tan and shit.
Yeah.
Like I was watching Mall Cop. I was watching Paul Blart Mall Cop. And you remember we was running from the people in the mall and he went in that spray booth and he started spraying him. His clothes was brown and shit. Like, that's what I thought the shit was. Except you got white paint on.
No, bleaching is like permanent. Like if Sammy wanted to go back to what he was, no. They'd be like,
so he couldn't tan or nothing to get it back?
And it could cause skin cancer. Like
it looks like it is skin cancer. Just like your whole shit is just
I'm not dealing with you. This
cancerous.
No, it is. I'm not a doctor, but I can tell he's very sick.
All right, with Charlamagne, though, like, I don't know about that part. I don't know about the skin bleaching, but that's just fucked up. Like, to be a role model, like, this nigga dropping books and just doing shit, like, making moves in his career, and all of a sudden, shit like this comes out.
Yeah, like people, first of all, Charlamagne, I like Charlamagne because he was an asshole. And he's not the type of person he's the type of person that you would say, that he'll tell other people, you should just be humble. But he's not. But he'll give the advice.
Not when it comes to having sex.
That this is, well,
shit.
Them charges about to humble his ass as soon as them bitches drop. You know, do I think that he should leave the Breakfast Club?
What would the Breakfast Club be without Charlamagne? I mean, DJ Envy don't even ask the best questions. This nigga just got a nice intro on him.
I just love DJ Envy.
I like his intro. I've been wanting to steal the motherfucker for this show. But Angela Yee, she's not super powerful when it comes to interviewing.
I love Angela Yee.
She's too timid.
I don't like that part about her. I don't like how she's
way too timid. Like, they got people that come on the show, it's like she almost got to get asked a question. Like, they got to look at her like, you want to say something? And then she'll come out with a question. Like, she don't just step in, like, unless you just hit a topic. Like, you know what I mean? She's looking at her sheet. If you come close to her, you know what I mean, that range, then here she comes.
Now, Angela, she getting your business.
Charlamagne drives the interviews, though.
He does.
Like, I don't think I would listen to it.
But he didn't drive that interview.
No, he got drove on that motherfucker. I drove that nigga to the fucking county.
Someone else had the steering wheel. Listen, the DJ, he was good too. I was like, he asked a probing question.
Who was the DJ?
Ask. Let me see. Let me try to find out.
I want this nigga as my defense lawyer next time I catch a case. This nigga, how you get a motherfucker to confess like that?
He didn't have to do much though. Like, dude was willing to tell on himself. Like, he didn't have to do much after that. He just like kind of pushed it and was like, this nigga.
I wonder how the people in the booth, like the engineers and people that was just there, like, this nigga tell it.
This nigga, you know.
If I was in there, I'd be like, dude, if I was a homie, I'd have just walked in like, bro, we cool. You know how you got a lawyer present, they say you can answer this question, they can't answer that. Somebody needed to say, hey, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
But he's Charlamagne, so why should you even have to do that?
Fuck that. Dummy. You need a team. I don't give a fuck. Hey, when I get to the level I want to be, I'm gonna have a team. Because I know, hey, so once I get intoxicated or anything like that, sometimes even without a drink, I might get the yapping. I'm the type of person that I ain't about to tell on myself, but I can say some offensive shit.
You the same person who said you don't want to have to sign a non-disclosure or have people sign a non-disclosure around.
Yeah, but that's exactly the reason. You won't have to sign a non-disclosure if I don't say shit.
Fuck that shit. Sign this shit just in case I do. Bitch, I know you niggas like to tell. Rat ass niggas. You just can't. If regular people telling your ass, if niggas be like, guess what? I heard Ron out there. So like, you didn't get shit for that, did you? You just went to tell.
The only people I would get to sign, I would probably get people I've known a long time. Only on certain incidents that I'm like, wait a minute, this nigga knows something I don't want to come out.
Everybody signed something. Just in case the nigga had too many. I'm talking about, did you sign that paper?
No, I ain't the type of nigga that just get loose like that, though. You know what I mean? Shit, a whole crowd of people, like, I could be drunk as fuck. Like, I might start yelling or cursing about some shit. Like, there are people here now that we got into a heated debate. About
this fool did, just in case y'all
I had
heard the pause.
I had to look see if they were still there.
The pause was him turning and looking.
Yeah, because they behind me. See, this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, Charlamagne needed that motherfucker behind him to just, like, kind of crack him on the back of the head.
No, he didn't. He just needed to shut the fuck up. It was simple. Shut the fuck up.
But obviously he didn't fucking recognize that was the situation and it was time to shut the fuck up.
Show about rape culture. And you're going to talk.
Why did he even go?
Because he's supposed to be the one standing up and talking for everybody, and and he did just that. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I don't feel sorry for nobody who's fucking up out here. I fuck up too, and then nobody feels sorry for me. You fucking bastards. I don't care. Charlamagne, all you had to do was shut the fuck up. That's all you had to do.
Yeah, you do fuck up. You know what? Yesterday, I forgot where I was. And you went live on accident.
No, I did. And you know what? I said,
hey, before you say something, let me say this. I'm sitting there, and I noticed, like, you don't really go live like that.
No.
So when I seen it, I forgot where I was, but I clicked on. I might have been at work, like in a break room or something. So I'm like, shit, let me see what. You know how some people.
I know everybody did. They was like, Bianca. I was like, did I go live? And I looked like, oh, I went live.
And I was listening too because you was talking. You know how a motherfucker butt dial you or you say, all right, boy. and they phone stay on. I'm listening for like the whole minute. She's like, yeah, I really do need a break.
Yeah,
I need a break, you know, kids. I'm like, this shit ain't juicy. I could have caught you on some bullshit.
And it wasn't. People like,
I be doing a podcast with Ron Sucker Ass. I can't wait till we blow. I'm going to get my own podcast. I'm going to use that nigga's equipment too.
Fuck that nigga Ryan. Hold on. It's on. Like, I'm like, you know what? People do certain stuff. And as humans, that's what. But however, something like that incriminating, something incriminating. Like, come on. Like, and I'm not trying to say this shit is right. I'm not trying to say you shouldn't get your just due for doing shit that you did, because you should. Because just because you sit and do some, motivate yourself, nigga. This is what you need to do. Don't mean you a good person. So I'm not trying to say that he shouldn't get his. The only reason why I say as far as him getting off the Breakfast Club and shit like that is because Harvey Weinstein ain't got his shit taken out. Like, I don't see people, like, taking his movies off the air.
No, they probably never will. I just seen an article, too, where he was basically fucking people for roles in his movies. Yes. And he's still out here functioning. I mean, he turned himself in a little while ago, but I don't know what happened to that case. He probably bought it off.
He walked out right after. Right after. That's what he said. I'm only here for a minute, y'all. Like, he walked the fuck out after that. You don't see him. Bill O'Reilly. I don't see his ass locked up. I mean, I don't. He's still making money. Yeah. Did he get fired? Yes, he got fired. But is he still like making money? Yeah, he's still making money. Matt Lauer, what is Lauer?
They probably don't even really fire them. They call a meeting and say, you know what? There's a lot of controversy surrounding you right now.
This is what we're going to do.
Let's just lay low for a little while. We'll throw your show 3 or 4 years now when the heat blows over.
This is what we're going to do.
Niggas get fired. Like, we don't get no letter of recommendation. We just got to go. Like, we want you off the premises within the
hour. We know you were here, but now you're not. But I don't think that
you can have a locker. Don't worry about cleaning it out. It's already in your car.
That box downstairs, that was yours. No, I don't think they're gonna kick him out the Breakfast Club though. I would like to hear what he has to say. I'm just interested.
I think he's scared to do another interview now after you fucked up and said all the shit anyway.
Well, your life is about interviews, so get to it. You do. You know what? Here's. You cannot do that. You cannot talk about everybody else. Everybody said that with DJ Envy when they were talking about his wife. Yeah. They said DJ Envy talk about other people, but when they talking about you, you mad. Same with Charlamagne. You do it with other people. You talk about other people and what the fuck they doing and what the fuck they got going on. But when it's you getting quiet. No, dog, keep talking. You use that same energy.
That's a good point.
That same energy when you talk about other people about their shit. Let's talk about yours. What you got to say?
I don't know. It's a fucked up situation. I talk about a lot of people too, but if I fuck up majorly, royally, you're not gonna be able to find me.
We get on the show talking about.
You got to catch me after the court day. There you go, right there, and I'm gonna be trying to run to the minivan or whatever the fuck somebody is. Hey, somebody gonna be out there waiting. Tasha, get the car. We about to go.
You gonna run like you did. Listen, I watched that video that you did last year on 4th of July. When your ass ran up the shit.
I got them wheels. Don't even trip.
Listen, I cracked the fuck up. I said, that boy ran all the way up there.
Black people don't wait to see what's gonna happen. We just like the shit just for the enjoyment.
It was fucking hilarious. So when you said that, I'm like, I see Rob running out there talking about, no.
I had to put my belt on for that skit.
Get the car. No, he should go ahead and fess up and it is sad to because Charlamagne's one of those type of people who you just say, damn, you know. If somebody get on the show talking cocky, then you be like, I know Charlamagne gonna get him. You know what I mean? Humble him down. He gonna get him. But then when you the person that you like, shit, who we gonna have to attack you?
Yeah, and then now, like, how to... I don't even know how to say this. Like, does he just quit, like, voluntarily now? Because the way he went in on everybody who's on the show, like, now when guests come on, they gonna be like, shit, are you asking me this question? What about you and that little girl? You know what I mean? Like, shit, it's so much.
That little girl.
Nigga, what happened to that little girl, nigga? She asked about my family and shit.
They should have Monique back on the show.
Hey, you know what? He gonna be real selective about who you have on that show now.
They should get Monique back on there because the way he did her, shit.
Monique needs to come back on there because y'all see what happened with Lee Daniels. He turned out to be a scandalous motherfucker, and that was only one of the things he was talked about. And they blasted her. They blasted her for that shit.
They did.
But at the same time, this nigga was running off on Dame Dash over $2 million.
That boy said,
I'd be ready to fight a nigga over $35. You know how you in the club, motherfucker, like, hey, bro, buy me a couple drinks. I'll get you back tomorrow. I ran out of money. This nigga running around with $2 million of yours. And you broke. Like, I heard stories about this nigga getting his fucking SUV repossessed, and this nigga was once the Rock CEO.
Yeah.
So once you fall like that, like I would have been putting the black mask on. This nigga owed me $2 million. I gotta go get that. This ain't $40-$50.
Yeah.
Like that's life changing money. If I had $2 million right now, like shit, goddamn, that's a huge amount of money. Like for somebody to owe you.
The bad thing is just that when they owe you and acting like they don't. If a nigga say
He didn't even want to pay.
the person be like, yeah, they gave me that money, but and I'm trying to pay it back. Then you be like, at least the nigga trying to say he honest. That boy's like, what money?
And $2 million ain't the type of money that you get on a payment plan with either. You got to give me that back how I gave it to you. You can't just throw me, nigga, he go 100. You know what I mean? You know how long it take to pay a motherfucker back? Like Dame should have whipped his ass.
See, Dame should have kept Benny Siegel.
What the fuck?
Because Benny would have ran in and got that fucking money.
Man, Benny old now. That nigga ain't even got a lung.
Now he old.
How you gonna send a nigga? He ain't even got a lung.
Now he ain't got shit to lose.
This nigga's lungs are out. This nigga has no original fucking organs left. Like,
well, he ain't trying to fight him. This is about to be real quick. I'm not even here to fight. That's what happens. Dame didn't go get the money. And then I said, after watching State Property, and then I'm here, so nigga owe you money, you ain't got it back yet? Fraudulent. I'm not listening to anything that nigga say.
everybody sided with Jay though. Like, see, even the people who came with Dash, it was like everybody was still wanting to fucking ride on Jay-Z dick. Like, nobody wanted to stay and be loyal. They wanted to go where the money was.
I was about to say this fool say it's between eating and not eating. My loyalty to you also gets my car repoed. That's
why I got to start getting food in here. Because if you get an offer from a podcast that got food in the crib, nigga, you gonna go over there.
I'll be honest about. Right, ain't never got no food in his house.
I might stop by and get a pop on the way home, but shit, nigga ain't got no food over there.
But he makes sure I drink those. He always looking out.
That was a rib reenactment. That's sauce you licking off your finger.
That's because I haven't ate a rib in so long. But I remember the action.
I feel so sorry for vegetarians.
Don't feel sorry for us.
Like, I love y'all, but it's like, I feel sorry for y'all.
Don't.
I do.
No.
Like, every time I eat, I feel sorry for y'all.
I went to the doctor the other day. She was
like, even y'all salads, just like you just said, even y'all salads are fucked up now. You can't even go nowhere and get a decent salad without getting sick.
I don't go anywhere and buy a salad. If I don't make my salad at home, I'm not eating it. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I don't know what you got. I don't know what you're doing. I know how I like my lettuce cut. I know how I like my things done.
You cut your lettuce? You don't just rip that shit?
No.
You don't?
No, I have to have my vegetables very thin.
Lettuce is thin.
No, like when they're thick, the stems. Like some people see, we go into the whole science of you other vegetarians and vegans and people who love to eat vegetables a lot know what I mean. Ron doesn't because he's just now knowing what a head of lettuce is. He thought it was cabbage.
I actually did. I have went to the store before to pick up some cabbage and came back with like and you know what the funny part was? Since she told me to get a few of them, I came back with a cabbage with like 2 heads of lettuce. It was like way back though. I was probably in my early 20s. My grandma like, boy, this boy ain't that bright. I told y'all.
You gonna do big things, but not soon.
Told y'all about all that smoking and shit around these babies.
Yeah.
I grew out of it though.
No, we don't. My blood pressure was like, just great. Just wonderful. Now I might just stay off the sauce, which is not gonna be anytime soon.
Oh my
as long as we do the podcast, I'm drinking.
Yeah, we're going to always drink during the podcast. Well, so I don't think we'd give them the full, like, they wouldn't get all of me. Like, I don't know about you, but I got to at least have a half a pint or something. Like, even though it's been a couple of shows, like, as soon as we stopped play, I threw up. You remember that one time, like, Tasha, like, all loud? He ain't even throwing up. Like, why you got to tell her? She just my fucking co-host. She ain't my mama.
Tasha came out the room like she tucked and rolled and was like, baby. I said, what the hell? Is he dying?
And I wasn't throwing up nothing. It was one of them. I was in there like, I hadn't ate shit. And then I had a fat ass bottle that day too. It was like a fifth.
I remember.
I damn near went through the whole bottle. And I was just throwing up nothing.
And for you to say they ain't gonna get all of they ain't gonna get all of me.
They got all of me on that show. They almost got too much.
Listen, you guys have had none of me. I had one incident almost when I was like, let me stop real quick because I'm seeing 80 people in this motherfucking room.
Hey, it's been one show. Like, and I really wasn't like, I didn't really feel drunk until I stood up that day. It was getting like hot as the show went on, and I couldn't wait to hit stop. But it was one show, I swear to God. It was another show, like, we wasn't that far into it. So, I mean, I could have stopped. It was like, hold on, I need a break, go outside, but I just didn't.
Did we have a guest?
Nah, we was by ourselves. Like, the 2 times I've been super fucked up, it's just been us. And I'm looking at the counter, like I'm looking at it now. I think we was only like 40 minutes in. I'm like, oh, shit. I don't know how I'm going to make it. So I just started chewing on the ice that was left in that cup. And then, shit, God just took the wheel.
You know what? You hide it very well. Mm-hmm. The only time I know when you get them pauses, I'll be like, oh, Ryan fucked up, dog.
Yeah.
Other than that, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Like that time, I didn't know until...
And we had a few shows, too. Like, I know people listen, like, all right, when I listen to it, like, the next day, they don't seem so dramatic, but me and you sitting here, and it's like them pauses take eternity. Like, the rule of radio is no dead air. We killed some air on a few of them shows. It was like, so you ask me a question, I'm just like,
those rules.
I guess. Shit. A long pause and then 2 words.
Those rules are only if you're not drinking. If you have a show where there's no drinking, there should be absolutely no dead air.
Uh-huh.
If you have a show when you're drinking, you should hear...
When you got a fifth on the table.
You should hear glasses clinking, ice.
Oh, they heard that shit.
Liquor pouring. I used to like when, we don't use glass anymore. When we did, and I would go back and listen to it, I'd be like, oh, listen to that. That clink, clink, clink. I feel like I'm there.
I don't use that much ice anymore. Like, we got McDonald's cups now. My girl came through with about 50 million McDonald's cups with lids, but we don't have any straws. So we good now.
no straw. But as long as the cups here, they do what they need to do.
Oh, man, what else do we have?
Oh.
You know, I keep thinking about, what is her name? You remember she was on the show, like, next? Misha. Next topic. We've been talking about this too long. I'm like, dude, you got to slow down. We usually have 5 to 7 topics a show.
That's because Misha was on. That's when you know you're on the sauce, too.
She was fucked up,
She's
boy.
like, I wasn't even. Yeah, no. You we have to ask people now, like, what's your tolerance? Where you at?
Yeah, we got to know now because she had the. What the fuck would we drink? I gave her the bottle. She poured herself a drink with juice, had the bottle, and then she poured like 2 shots. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
What's extra shots? So I know you got to actually function on this.
Exactly. It was a fun show, but she was gone.
She was out of there. Next.
Like, dude, you got to hold up. All right. Something I found funny, and we talked about this like months ago. Kevin Hart and Mike Epps are back at it. And we've all gave our favorites as far as their comedy.
Okay.
I saw something on Instagram. I think Mike Epps made a post. And a fan jumped in and was like, Eddie Murphy's still funny than Kevin Hart. So Mike Epps says, everybody is. So Kevin Hart sees it, I guess. He jumps on and was like, well, everybody. And you know what he gave? He gave the coldest, like, you can't come back from this. Like, ain't nobody selling tickets like me, though. And then he took it to his page and, like, basically, I've reached out to you. I've seen you in person. I've tried to deal this situation. You're a miserable person, blah, blah, blah. And usually Kevin Hart don't respond. I think he got mad at that, though. Do you think now, I asked you this question then, I asked you this question now, do you think Mike Epps is a hater?
Why are they into it originally? It depends.
I think for hate. I think it stemmed from, I think the first time I saw something, Mike Epps was just basically saying, look, you're not that funny. You're getting all the work. I don't think you as funny as me. I don't think you as funny as a lot of comics out here. And you the one selling out these stadiums, blah, blah, blah. I never heard of an incident that was personal, like him and Michael Blackston and his ex-wife and all that shit, like that was personal. That's something like, okay, we could beef on that. But as far as them, it's just like your opinions and shit like that, and the shit just spiraled.
It's just, I don't know. We may have to go way back into Twitter history. Way back into time and see exactly when was.
You would have heard if it was something super personal between them, though, because those were like two of the funniest comics of our generation. Like if that was actually a fight or something in a room or something like that. It's this big ass dude with his hand up back here. Man, what do you have to say? You want to come over here and say something?
I'm saying from here. I think it's a combination. I think Mike Epps feels like he's.
Can't nobody hear you over there, bro. We on a fucking podcast.
Because they need to hear what you say too. Because I want to hear.
All right, hold on. We have a question from the audience.
I feel like it's a combination of both. I feel like Mike Epps feels like he's funnier than Kevin Hart, but he gets more work and he has more money for whatever reasons. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's all hate. I think it's a combo because he feels that he's funnier, and because he's funnier, he thinks that he should make and get more money. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart is a better businessman, and he does this shit on another level that Mike Epps ain't on. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's just like all hate, like, oh, this nigga getting money, I'm hating on him. But I understand that Kevin Hart is not as funny, in my opinion, as Mike Epps.
But wouldn't that still be considered as hate? I mean, because sometimes there are people who you may do a better job. You may sing better than somebody. A person may sing better than Beyonce, but Beyonce's got all this money, and you feel like, well, why does she get all this even though I sing better than her? It's kind of like, I mean...
It's a package. It's a package. Like in the singing game, it's a package. It ain't about your talent in the singing game as it used to be back.
Hey, hold on. You got to talk to the mic, bro.
I feel like the singing game is different because the singing game is a package. You know what I mean? They're selling a package. So Beyonce, the way she looks and she can sing and she has a fan base, then of course she's going to get more radio spins and all of that than a person that just can sing good. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion.
Okay. All right. That
All
makes
right.
sense.
On the first part of it, though, like, I understand what you're saying as far as, like, a person, like, if you were in Mike Epps' shoes and you see somebody else just kind of take off. Because at one point, they were all doing the clubs, small, hole in the walls, like, trying to come up. And Kevin Hart just took the fuck off. But there are a ton of comedians like that. Like, a lot of them are not even as big as Mike Epps, and a lot of them are funnier than Mike Epps. And, you know what I mean? It's a lot of funny comedians out there that never got their shot. I like J.B. Smoove. I think J.B. Smoove is one of the funniest motherfuckers ever. But when you come out, I mean, you got to get the chance to get the total package. Like, if you look at Kevin Hart, like, I'm not a, you know what I mean? I'm a male, so I can't just judge. But you hear a lot of women say, like, if this was a dude that walked up to you in a club, like, you wouldn't see the total package. This is a short. Like, he looked like he got that retarded strength, too. Like one of them little thick motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, he's just funny. Like, he got the chance to be a businessman because you got to have business to do business. You know what I mean? Like, he got those shots. Like, a lot of people bring up certain things like, I don't believe in the conspiracy theories and shit like that, but a lot of people say, okay, he got in through the Illuminati. They said, okay, you do this, we're going to give you a career. You know what I mean? Give you a career. And... like, I'm not saying I believe that shit, but Kevin Hart took off when a lot of other people were doing a lot of the same things and were just as funny. And it's kind of hard to watch that. Well, it's kind of hard to see that and say, like, there was no other, like, help in that. Because you go way, way back. Like, I watch Kevin Hart specials right now, and I don't think they're hilarious. He has some hilarious ass moments. I'm not a hater of his. I'm not in that lane. That's not me. I'm trying to be in the broadcast world. I mean, when they take Charlamagne down, I hope I can get in this spot. But I don't know. I like Mike Epps, but I just still think though, after you did it a couple times, that you would stop because nothing came of it. You know what I mean? If you had a thing in your mind where you said, okay, if I throw some shade his way, maybe get into a little battle, just like how rappers battle. And they say I can get a little shine off of this. Maybe I can get to the next level. I don't know what he was thinking when he did it the first time. I can't, pretend that I do, but it didn't work. And you still on it. Now it makes you look bad. Like this is the third or fourth time. And everybody is on, like, people see this shit, like even big publications like the Shade Room and whoever, the hip-hop publications, like the people who didn't see it, even though they have millions of followers on Instagram, it's magnified times 20 because these big publications take that and it's like, okay, this is beef, this is a story. And then they, the people who didn't see it, now everybody sees it.
Yeah.
So I would kind of be worried about how they feel about me. Because if you got that label as a hater, and it might not even, just like you said, it might not even be just that. But when people see you do things and say things like that without provocation, it's like, okay, this dude hating.
Like, yeah, why are you still?
Yeah, like, bro, you not broke.
Do I think Mike Epps is funnier than Kevin? Yes. However, I agree with Kevin being a better businessman, only because it's kind of like people who sing. People want to know why certain stars are bigger than others. It's because your genre is bigger. If you can do pop and you can do R&B and if you can do multiple things and appeal to multiple like cultures and everybody, then you are going to get looked at more. Mike Epps does movies for us. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
He makes jokes for us and he's funny for us. Mm-hmm. Kevin Hart is funny for everybody. And he'll do those movies that some people would consider weak or some people may consider like, oh, why this shit's stupid. Mm-hmm. But it's not just for us. It's for everybody. And sometimes in business, if you want to make more money, you're going to appeal to everybody opposed to just, and you don't necessarily have to, but you just have to understand if you don't do that, then your numbers are not going to be as big as somebody else's. Now, as far as him saying he sells out tickets more, he may sell out tickets more. That doesn't mean that you're funnier. That just means that a different crowd of people, like people were hating on Lil Wayne when Lil Wayne switched up. Like, Lil Wayne making crazy music, but he was still making money. He may not have been doing the great things with his money, but he was still making money because everybody started listening to him. When he started skateboarding and doing all this crazy shit, people were like, that's stupid. That's not good shit. Uh-huh. But he did it for different people. And more people started listening to him. And he made more money. Mm-hmm. So anybody in business would think, okay, well, I kind of want to expand. Mm-hmm. I want to do this for more than just my people. And I'm not selling out on my people. I'm still going to do shit for my people. But I'm also going to do stuff so that way, one, I can keep money. Mm-hmm. I can keep my kids fed even after I'm gone because you thinking higher than just right now. And I think that's what Kevin Hart did. But for Mike Epps to keep bringing shit up, it does make you look bad. It just does. Mm-hmm. Because it's not a friendly thing. Like, I can see if they were just friends and they were just going back and forth, just ragging on each other, that would be totally different. Mm-hmm. Like George Wallace and Jay Anthony do it all the time. Yeah. And they've been doing it for years. And you still know, like, this shit is funny because they really don't feel that hate for each other. But when you do, it's kind of like, come on, Mike, stop doing that.
Yeah, because it seems way too serious. Yeah. That's why
you get
some
mad.
People will label you as a hater.
Yeah, like I just read some of his tweets and I'm just like, no, you really sound like you mad.
You really look bitter.
Yeah, you don't sound like you just kind of like, hi, I'm just ragging on you. You sound like you real mad. And it does make you...
It's fucking sad. Hey, Bobby, I want to say I'm sorry. I didn't know you was handing it to me. I thought you was asking me could you have something. I was about to say, dude, drink the shit. And, hey, y'all, I just want to say we got OG Bobby Johnson in the audience. One of the original deuces. Ray couldn't be here, but we still have one of the founding members. It started out as only 2 members, and now we over thousands. Deuce, baby. Deuce.
Oh Oh shit!
I gotta rag on you for not watching Power yet. You still on the binge watch shit? Is that what you waiting on?
I'm not.
Are you really gonna wait till all 10 episodes are over?
The other episode had to be trash because nobody talked about it.
You know what? I said something about that. You know what? I gotta talk about Power now. I've seen people. You know, everybody's a director. Everybody's a producer. I seen these. All right, when I made that post, I was like, because you know how people try to ruin Power for you. You wake up Sunday morning. Everybody done watched it. As soon as you get on Facebook, because that's what we do. We brush our teeth. We get on Facebook. Some people, vice versa.
We get on Facebook before we brush our teeth.
Yeah, I do too. Damn, I was trying to make it seem like I was better than that.
You check it.
Anyway,
you check his numbers. Ron will check his numbers. Ron will get up and take it like, let me just go take a bathroom break. But let me check the numbers real quick.
Let me check them numbers real quick. I do have to say that the past few episodes have been dope. The numbers have been up from the mental health show. That was like over 2,200 listens. The last show was like 2,200. Yay! In the morning, it'd probably be like 25. So we getting up there. We might start getting a check.
Thank you guys.
Might get a check.
Amazing.
I ain't old enough to get no SSI, so shit. I need a podcast check.
Can't you get SSI if something happens, or is that just disability? Anyway, we'll talk about it.
If something now, you want something to happen to me?
You're trying to make a cover. trying to get one of the McDonald's houses. If you do
God damn. And you know what? You remember way back when I posted that shit on Facebook, I got like this $400 bill for the Urban Absurdity name.
Yeah.
I got one in the mail the other day, and it was for like $3,500.
They're paying us?
No, the motherfuckers said y'all owe us. I'm like, dude. The letter said it showed the statement, $3,500. And then the letter said something about, it had these big words too. It said something about, we are here to protect your name and blah, blah, blah. You can pay $3,500 in installments or a lump sum. I'm like, dude, that's what the fuck the patent office does. We're already registered. We don't need, dude. But I took that as a compliment. I stored it. I got to find another letter. I'm gonna put them together. I'm gonna have two. So I'm gonna be, I'm gonna put them together. You know what I mean? Like shit. The more letters come in, then that'll just be like proof that the show's getting bigger. Because how are you finding out? Are you searching the patents and saying, let me see if this dude is dumb enough to pay us to protect his patent, even though the United States Patent Office does it? Like how? So that's $3,900 total.
They trick people all the time.
They try to, man. You know what? Even if I had the money, there's no way in hell I'm even gonna think about it. Like, why would I register it right the first time?
Maybe they thought you were old.
I am.
No.
I'm 41.
Because you know how sometimes you send older people stuff and they be like, oh, I got to check into this. Like, I didn't know this was happening. Talking about, Grandma, no, that ain't for you. they try to get that check.
I like older people just examine every bill like my grandma used to. Like a bill come, it could be for $3. Hey, like, come over here. I need you to call somebody. I get over there, call these people and see what's going on with this $3. Man, if you book,
if you go ahead and pay that, I know something's up.
Grandma, I got a hangover. You talking about $3? I'll send it to him.
He say it's gonna be $3 today and $6 tomorrow.
I ain't think about that next time. You need $20. All right, what's the number? She'll never give you the paper. She just wants you to call. Like, I can't see the paperwork. No.
I tell you what to say.
Just call them.
Oh shoot!
When somebody get on there, put me on the phone. Why the hell am I here? You could have dialed this number.
She don't want to go through all them prompts, and then you got to go through all them prompts, and you got to wait. Hell no. They tell you when you get somebody on the line, just go ahead and answer the phone.
Press 1 for touch tone throughout the rest of the call. She be on all kind of other shit.
I remember. See, my grandma had the rotary. So it was like, we gonna wait for somebody to get on this phone.
I be thinking that you way younger. You remember the rotary?
Yes. I remember the rotary. I remember the cable boxes that you had to flip between channels like 10, 20, and 30 to flip to what you want to.
I remember.
I remember the party line where you used to listen to that mug, see what's coming through. Everybody, and then when you used to call the time.
I was about to say the real party line on the time.
When you used to call the time in, and then you used to listen after, you'd be like, It is 12:15.
That's how you know phone connections was fucked up back in the day.
UMB Bank. I said, oh, shit.
How the fuck you call the time and figure out that there's people on there
Because you just hold on like this.
looking for a date?
Because you hold on, you listen to them, they give their number, you be like, write that down. Call it again.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Who's the first people to do that?
Who's the first people to listen?
Yeah, who's the first people to say it's people on here giving their dates? I'm giving their numbers.
Because when you was young, that's what you did.
Yeah, but it was established when you found out.
No, what I'm saying is when you was young, even if you wasn't calling to the party line, you were calling just to be on. I know we used to call just to be on the phone with somebody, and we called the time in, and then it came out like, hold on. We done called for the time. No, we didn't need to because we could have just looked at the time. But, like, it's people on this
I was
bitch.
about to bring that up. Why would people call in to see what time it was?
Because it was just you on the phone.
No, I'm talking about what was the purpose of having a line where you call and see what time it is?
And he gave the weather, which was important. What is it tonight? He gave the weather, he gave the time.
Hey, call and see what time it is. I gotta be somewhere in about 15 minutes. What kind of world were we living in?
One that wasn't with a cordless. Hey, when they came out with cordless phones, I was like, oh, you mean I could walk here and then walk here and then take these calls until that battery went dead? Then your mom be like, hey.
You used to get your ass whooped if you didn't charge the phone by the time they came home.
Which one of y'all let this battery run dead? It wasn't.
The old school world is hilarious.
The call ID. Remember when that first came out?
When that first cracked, niggas was loving it. Niggas was loving it. At first, you could actually call a motherfucker. They don't want to talk to you, but you got a good chance. You got a good chance. And you know what? It was almost like, all right, where somebody didn't want to talk to you back in the day and they didn't have caller ID, it was almost like when you got those little seconds when you call from jail and you know they ain't going to accept the call.
Yeah.
If your girl was mad at you, phone been ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing, and it wasn't no answering machine, so the phone rang a million times. So if you called her, like, hello, hey baby, I just want to tell y'all this, blah, blah, blah. Like dude, and then they just hang up on your ass. It's just like the jail shit. It's like the old school was so fucked up. It was hard.
It was, but it humbled us. It made us.
I didn't like being humble.
I did. You know what? I remember still getting excited when they first came out with the caller ID box. That white box that came, that you hook up to. I said, oh, you mean we know who calling?
We never had one of those.
I'm like, we did, because when them.
We didn't ever get the box.
They be like, it's that bill collector. let that thing ring.
My grandma had a box when I went over there. Hey, you know, I used to be the motherfucker get mad at motherfucker looking at my caller ID. I'm like, nigga, why you looking at my shit? Like, they be sitting next to the phone start ringing. Like, dude, why is it your business you on the phone?
That's why when they put the caller ID on your cable on the TV, I'm like, no. I don't. What you want somebody over to talk about? Talk about Pookie calling. I gotta change this shit.
Hey, I've had cable. I've had the package for like 3 years. I got the phone. I ain't bought a phone yet. I just did it for the deal. Now, my fucking TV lights up with a phone number like every 25 minutes, and I never gave out the number. All bill collectors. It's just so-and-so. I see the trash department. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Yeah, that TV shit is just weird. It is. It's just technology showing out. We don't need that shit.
And then the reason for you having a home, to me, the reason for having a home phone was, like, if it rained and the lights went out, you could still use your phone. If the lights go out with your cable phone, you cannot use it because it's hooked up to your cable box.
Yeah.
So the reason for me having this phone is what?
It was indestructible. First of all, you couldn't break it. You could not break that motherfucker. I've had people have phones thrown at them, and the motherfuckers survived. After they threw the phone at you, they plugged it back up and called the police.
That must start ringing again. So hello.
Yeah, and it rung when it hit. What the fuck is hit? Like, dude, what the fuck? Now if you break your phone, you got to make some life decisions.
Yeah.
Am I going to walk around with this cracked screen for the next 6 years, or else?
Bring back the old pieces. Listen, if you hit somebody with that old Nokia, hey, they out. Ain't no getting back up after that.
That brick phone.
I used to have everything on my stuff. I used to change the battery part. It had the light up shit on it. Oh, we can talk about.
I was just about to say that. You remember, like this. All right, first of all, you had the old Nokia phone. The only fun thing on it was the snake game.
The snake was the bomb.
You remember when they came out? You know they had the motherfucking antennas that was like this.
Yeah. Hey, I used to take my.
Hey, you remember when they came out with the one that was lighting up? Hey, we thought it couldn't get no better than that.
Listen,
nigga, we on top.
Listen, we was in the dark room. My phone would have lit the way because I had the face that glue. I had the antenna and the back battery piece. But she was like, "We know it's you."
The shit not matching. You got
the lights was.
That shit did not go together.
I was like, "Fuck y'all, my shit glowing. Yours still the old black motherfucker."
And they thought you was the boss because your shit lighting up.
They thought I was the boss.
Bianca.
And then when them little pagers,
weight.
the little pagers was out. Talk about who paged?
Nobody was praying. You remember motherfucker turned it off and on? Motherfucker reach under the table and do like this. Like 3 seconds later, who hit me? Nigga, your shit just rebooted. You know damn well anybody hitting your ass.
This shit funny because we really used to do that. God damn. Talk about, ain't nobody nah, they ain't. For real, they ain't. Oh my gosh.
That was the lamest time in the world.
I love that time.
It was lame.
You know what? Everything is just too out there now. Everything is too just. I like when we had to work for stuff. Like if you met somebody somewhere, you actually had to go find a motherfucker. It wasn't just like meet me here. Like if you really had to meet somebody at the mall or some shit like that, no, you was really going to look for them.
You didn't know exactly where they was. You knew the vicinity that they was gonna be in.
That's it. You gonna walk around that bitch till you find somebody. Now it's just like everything is just instant. I just want to go into it.
You had codes like, okay, 67 mean meet me at the mall. If I hit you with 68, it's a crowd here. You gonna have to come down my Dillard's. That shit was when you really had to work to connect with a person. Now you connect with motherfuckers you don't even want to be connected with.
And that's the thing. Like it actually took communication to. I think that's why things were better. It took communication. You actually had to talk to people. You actually had to do certain shit. You don't have to do that now. You don't have to do much of anything now. And then people wonder why they so disconnected. I love those times.
Yeah, I guess it was better. Like back in the day when it was just pages, you didn't just like be on a first date with a woman and you sitting there, you order, and it was like, dude, get out your pager. You know, it wasn't that much to look at, no motherfucker. You know what I mean?
You just rebooting that bitch.
Like, dude, why the fuck you keep looking at this shit? You know what I mean? Like, people actually had to talk.
You actually had to talk and have a conversation with people. And they were good conversations. I remember times when you wanted to stay on the phone till like 4 a.m. until somebody heard you like, why are you still up? You like, hold on, shit. No, I ain't sleep. Are you sleep?
Going to sleep on the phone.
On the phone. Because you actually wanted to talk. Those conversations was good.
Now we don't even talk no more. You'll text some motherfuckers.
You motherfuckers ain't saying nothing now, y'all. Y'all ain't talking about shit. I'm saying that right now. Y'all ain't talking about shit. Absolutely nothing. We used to have real conversations. You actually found out the real deal about a person because you had to talk to them.
Man, you ever been in a relationship and like, you in it for a nice little minute and you just start thinking like, we've never had a real conversation? That's the fucking lamest shit ever. You be with somebody 6 months, but like we never discussed anything that meant something.
No. And because if you did,
like we just talking about what's going on right now, like what's right in front of us. We don't reach back and shit because we distracted by a whole lot of shit.
Because if you did, you probably wouldn't be with that person after you found out, God damn it, I can't even have a conversation with you.
Yeah, I guess that's a blessing and a curse.
Talk to me.
Because some people, some love connections aren't really that. And you will find out way earlier in the process if you were like actually talking.
Yeah. And people just don't do that anymore. So I don't know. No, you don't have to talk to me. You're going to have a conversation. We need to bring conversations back, which hence the reason for the show.
Well, since I found out Charlamagne dug a hole for himself, I now have to watch what I say in front of people.
Listen to the interview. It's very interesting. It's very interesting to say the least.
I don't want to see the black man incriminate himself. I'm about to take the black man route. The man should have never got on there. Like that's like what's the guy's name that just they said beat up his girlfriend? Then like about 3 hours later they said, okay, now he hired somebody to beat up his girlfriend. She was like really fucked up. You know dude's name?
Who?
I'm gonna say NBA. He's an NFL player. This was like maybe 3 days ago, and if you see the picture when it pops up, it was like she was really fucked up. They had been going through some things, like he wanted to break up with her. He said she was a gold digger. She was the classic NBA, NFL looking wife or girlfriend. You know what I mean?
You're bad.
Yeah, man. Well, these are allegations, so I'm not saying it was true.
LaShawn
McCoy. What was the team? You see the team?
Oh, wow. She looks bad.
I'm not sure, but that is so fucked up. And you know what? It was a lot of shit on social media. And they were kind of stereotyping like all males, not just NBA or professional athletes. They were like, men don't like women anymore. I saw a Facebook friend, and this was a male. He said men don't like women. They just love pussy. I'm like, shit, to some, I don't think like that. But they just kind of try to generalize all men. It was like, if we don't get our way, we just going to beat the shit out of a chick. And that's just so fucked up. And did you see the picture? Did the picture pop up?
Yeah. It's bad. Like, she looks like... Oh. I'm sorry. It blew up. It got bigger.
He's going to jail. He's going to... And he deserves to go to jail. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't defend no shit like that. That's fucked up. That's super fucked up.
You know what, though? Y'all gonna get mad at me, but y'all always mad at me. So, and then you like me again, and the circle goes round and round. This is one of those.
I'm used to your ass.
That you are. And I'm not trying to say anything about the type of people men choose to be with. You choose to be with whoever you want to. But she looks...
I'm so glad you went this lane. Let's go.
She looks like...
This is a way to wrap up a show. I'm sorry. I'm excited.
She looks like the type of... And I could be damn wrong. I could be wrong. But she looks... You know, there's a look of women who... Like Instagram women. I like to call them Instagram women.
Yes, Lord. Oh, my bad. My girl.
Who all look the same. And I'm not trying to say that she tried to do a come up. I don't really know this story. But I'm just basing off all these photos that I'm seeing of her. I wouldn't, if the picture was a little bit different, I'd be like, yeah, he wasn't whooping her ass. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't. Okay, take, for instance, Snoop's wife. Mm-hmm. Snoop done cheated. I ain't never heard about Snoop whooping her ass, though. Because Snoop probably would have got his ass whooped. Or, you know, they probably would have just...
Snoop weighs 60 pounds wet. He got his ass whooped.
I don't know. I done seen some skinny niggas get down. But goddamn. You had a fist of fury. I didn't know you was
that nigga's quick. Goddamn.
I didn't know you was going to win that one. I was a little worried at first.
That nigga couldn't even run fast. Tyrese and old dude caught up with him. Omar.
Them niggas did that run. I said, turn this bullshit up. But no, she I don't know. I just don't. I'm so
You want me to go there?
Yeah.
I think it sounds like you're scared to go there.
I don't want to. I'm a woman.
NFL players choose a type of woman.
Thank you. You can say.
And these women, they kind of make themselves accessible. You know what I mean? It's easy access because they want to be partnered with a celebrity or basically somebody who has money. But I'm not going to label her a gold digger, even though I seen on the big sites like New York Post, TMZ, blah, 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 when the story first broke. Like, nobody had any sympathy for her, which I think was wrong. Yeah. Whatever happened to her, like, that shit was wrong.
Yeah, that's not right.
You can't just single... I mean, they singled her out on her looks and said, okay, she's a gold digger. She got what she deserved. She did something wrong, blah, blah, blah. And it's just fucked up. Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't reach that certain amount of celebrity or whatever the fuck, and you shouldn't be able to choose the type of woman that you want. But a lot of these women, and man, I can't say that she tried to bring it on herself that she was gold digging and that's the reason he got mad. But I heard stories that he kept trying to break it off with her. And she was just one of them girls that just wouldn't go anywhere. He wanted a lot of stuff returned, so me looking at it objectively, like maybe, like who knows, like maybe, I mean, if you want to break up with her, you rich, let her have that shit. She gonna hold on to that shit because if you acting like you gonna kill her for it or you want it, that might be the last string that she has to hold on to.
You do it the old-fashioned way and have your sister or your cousins do it. You don't do it yourself.
This nigga had Debo do it. Did you see that picture?
First of all, he looks stupid. I'm looking at a picture of him with his shirt open with this damn chain on his chest. First of all,
the chain on his chest. It ain't on his neck.
The chain. No, the chain is the thick part of the chain. Is this medallion motherfucking Mona Lisa piece is on his fucking chest. First of all, you look like a fucking Ike, and you look like you beat people, and you look like you can't be trusted.
Damn, that's a label for your ass.
I don't care. You know what? Ladies, protect yourself too. Are some of us crazy? Yes, you hoes are. Not me. You are.
She said, are some of us? Yes, you hoes are. I ain't.
However,
I ain't with the bullshit.
However, sometimes you have to watch out for people too. Are there women who do not? Are there women who you do say, like, I want to break up with you, and then they don't go anywhere? Mm-hmm. Yes. If a couple of years ago, I was very defensive about women, and I'm just like, because I haven't seen crazy in women a lot. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, no, she has to be a good woman, and maybe he just this, or maybe he just this. Mm-hmm. But I've seen some craziness.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, sometimes that is. Like, I just don't understand the shit because if a motherfucker want to, like, break up with me, that's cool. Like, great. I'm glad you told me. I would hate to
I got to ask you this question. I have to interrupt. Let's just say it was a Safari.
Damn.
I got to throw you've dropped clues that you like him.
I like him when he doesn't talk, but yes.
Okay, but what if this
He's
nigga started
silent?
talking? Oh. What if this nigga just couldn't shut the fuck up? And, like, you were disgusted because the nigga talking.
Okay.
And he's just at the point to where he was like, okay, this relationship, whatever you want to call it, has run its course. But you fiending for the elephant trunk.
He ain't the only one with an elephant trunk.
Okay, you say that now, but if he withdrew that motherfucker from your life, what would you do?
I'm not chasing nobody. The worst thing you can do to somebody is leave them the fuck alone. If you are a good person, the worst thing you can do is leave them alone.
Hey, but I got to throw this here too. I know you were going to get that because I do know you. You seem like a good person. You seem like a good person.
Ask anybody who done dealt with me. I done left that motherfucker. I will leave your fucking ass alone.
That's kind of my point I'm about to go to now. Now, we've all been in relationships.
Let's go.
We've all been in situationships.
I'm ready.
Let's just say you come across a man and the first date, he takes you to a 40,000 square foot mansion.
Great.
13 bedrooms.
Okay.
26 bathrooms.
Okay.
Several living rooms.
Great.
The bedroom is just, wow. It's like something that you've dreamed about.
It's nice in here. The temperature is warm. It's great.
Vacation the first week.
We're having fun.
To another huge mansion that he owns.
Look at this. You have two.
It would kind of be, if that's not something you're used to, but that's something that you, like, everybody wants that. Like, I can't just sit here and say, shit, if a motherfucking if a cougar took me to some shit like that, it's just going to be hard for you to withdraw from me. You know what I mean?
But you know what?
Put yourself in that situation. This man, all of a sudden, let's just say, like, all right, I introduced those details, and then you take it 6 months. You having a ball. You telling friends. I hope he proposed. He's hinting. He's this. He's that. You into it because even men with money like to play a few head games.
Of course they do.
You know what I mean? He got you all the way in.
Okay.
And then men with that type of lifestyle, they could actually force you to, oh, baby, you ain't got to work no more. You done left this job you've been at 20 motherfucking years. You done emptied out the 401k. Like, put that in your pocket. Yeah, you're going to take that 30% hit. You ain't 59. Put that in your pocket. That's chump change. You just use that. Do what you want with that. Then all of a sudden, he's just not into you like that 7 months later.
That shit happen every day.
Do you go crazy?
No, you know what? Shit like that happen every day, B, to regular people.
Shit like that don't happen every day.
I'm not talking about people.
Am I hanging in the wrong circles?
I'm not talking about people who just got money. Well, first of all, if a person has money, you expect those things. If a person got money, I'm not going to expect for you to pull up to the trap house and be like, shit, this is where I'm bunking at. Like,
yeah, but you might not have known he had money. It's a lot of NFL. It's motherfuckers that play on the practice squad living like that. And you don't know this nigga's name.
She knew he had money.
Well, yeah, maybe she did. But I'm asking you, like, you know what? There are professional groupies out here.
Listen, I am not tearing nobody's shit or fucking nobody else's shit up. Because you know what? Because he got this money. I don't. I don't want your ass coming up fucking up my shit. And I can't afford to pay for my shit just like you can. You can go out and buy 3 new cars. And I'm sitting up here looking at this one like, goddamn, well, what am I going to do about these tires?
I'm going to have to put some tape on this muffler, but that's just what I'm saying.
But no, but some people do that. You know what? In a relationship, I can't speak for being rich because or being around, like dating a rich person because I've never been there. I'm just saying there are certain females who are like, no, regardless whether you got money or not, I'm going to block the door, or I'm going to jump in front of cars, or I'm going to do all this shit because no, I don't want this shit to end. I am not one of those people. I am not going to block a fucking door. If you want to leave, go ahead and leave. Women think like, damn, well shit, if this nigga leave, he gonna go over somebody else's house. Great, bitch. That means you can have somebody else over. He gonna be gone for a minute. Like, why are you trying to block shit? I refuse. That's just me. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect because I'm not. I just refuse to force a motherfucker to be in a situation that they don't fucking want to be in. Because if you don't want to be in it, I'm fucking miserable. I'm miserable because I know you don't want to be in this situation, but I'm trying to hold on to some shit. She's stupid if she didn't put back some money. If the nigga was kicking off her off some fucking cash and you wasn't putting that shit back because you're not married to him. Of course, when you date somebody, you're going to the marriage and the wooing part, that whole thing. But if you know somebody got money, it's like when chicks mess with dope dealers. Like, you kind of know this dude got different people because he's out all the time. And that just doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be the woman that comes along that's going to change this person's mind. Save your cash. Enjoy the ride. If something else happens along the way, great. Something else happens along the way. Until then, nobody's telling you to quit your fucking job because Pookie over here is selling shit and you living nice. Great. I'll talk to you after I get off work.
Not Pookie. Nino Brown.
Oh, okay, we know Nino got that cake.
We talking about Nino.
Nino got that cake. However, you go ahead and put some of them crumbs back and then you enjoy the ride and have fun. I'm not trying. Is it that easy? No. People have breakups all the time, and does it hurt? It fucking hurts. It hurts really, really fucking bad. However, what hurts worse is you trying to push some shit. Look at her face. That hurts. That fucking hurts. I'm not about to take no ass whooping because I'm trying to get you to be with me. It's about, you can do it again tomorrow. I'm coming back. Fuck no. I got the hint when you kicked me last week. We're great. I'll get some of my things. I'll get some of my things. I'll be out of here by Tuesday. I need some time. We're all the way.
Well, I'm glad you think like that. I think a whole lot of women need to think like that. Like, okay, if you put yourself in a position, if you got the looks, like, I'm not going to sit here and condemn them. Like, I've been there. I've been the person that label them all. Like, of course, you know, I'll label a motherfucker quick. I'll take a group of motherfuckers and put y'all in this category. But we don't know them individually. So I'm not going to say she was a gold digger. I don't know what he was telling her. I don't know what she was telling him. I don't know the situations behind closed doors. But yeah, they both could be lying. The battle of the lies is fucked up.
But it's a battle.
The battle of the lies is fucked up. Two people can be in a relationship and both
lie like a
believe lies.
Everybody's selling each other.
They don't even know each other. Like, y'all motherfuckers been around each other for 6 months and y'all don't even know each other.
Everybody's just lying to each other, and that's
and people are lying to themselves just by thinking that if you're with a person for a certain amount of time that you know them.
Yeah. Because
you can't force a person to let you in. If they don't feel like they want you to know this or that, you won't find out.
Yeah.
They've already informed the people that you may run across, look, nigga, to him, I'm this.
Yeah.
If this motherfucker go to accident, and that's just in case you feel like you need to venture out and do some investigating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to find the grandmother who ain't gonna lie. But, like, I found...
Or the drunk cousin.
Honest to God truth, I got my left hand up, but that's because my cigar's in it. But, honest to God truth, I've dealt with a person a long, long time ago And I'm not saying that she said this because she thought I was going to do some later investigating, but she told me her grandma was dead and she was alive. So every once in a while, well, not lately, but I thought about that, like, why did she say that? But it never went that far to even find out. Mm-hmm. But you don't know a person unless they want you to know them.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long, like people say, well, you don't know a person until it's 2 years or whatever. 2 years a motherfucker don't want you to know them, you still ain't going to know them.
When you meet somebody, you meet their representative. You meet all the great things about this person. I like to ask people, what are some of your flaws? Or what happened in your last relationship? Like, what do you think that there was something that you did? And normally when I ask them, they would say, well, this person did this or they did that to me. And I'm like, that's not what I'm asking. Mm-hmm. Because in relationships, like there's always something that maybe you could have did better. I don't care what you're doing. There's always something that you could have done better. And sometimes it takes you growth to reflect on what I may have done, not what this person did, like what I could have done, what I do not want to bring into another relationship. But a lot of people don't look like that. A lot of people just think that, hey, it was what was done to me. You meet the person that they want you to see. Like, this is, you meet all these great things. And until you start asking a person, like, damn, what's some fucked up shit about you? I tell people all the time when they date somebody and they say, oh, well, his ex just hating or her ex just hating. That ain't always the case. Mm-hmm. That is not always the case. Because sometimes you can find yourself in the same fucking situation that they in because you were meeting that person's representative. You were meeting the same person that they met when they first got with them, and you kind of like, damn, well, shit, I got fucked over too. Because sometimes the person is trying to, it's not hate, the person give you good advice. Like, I'm just saying watch this nigga because, or I'm just saying watch her, dog, because she kind of, a little. Mm-hmm. So it's just, you just have to be wise enough to, even if you do meet a person representative and you like that person, just not to go full steam ahead and be like, well, this is what I want. Because women, we're bad at that. I will say that. Like, if we meet somebody and the shit's going good, you kind of like, okay, this is what I see for us. Mm-hmm. And the other person may be like, well, I really don't see shit yet. Like, I'm we just dating. But it's only because a woman is like, this is what I see and this is what I want. Don't waste my time. So if a person is telling you this is what they want, you should be honest and say, well, I'm not what you want. Mm-hmm. I'm just not. The things that you see, I don't see me being that person. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people don't want to do that either. They don't want to say, I'm not what you want. They just kind of want to ride the wave until it get bad. And then you like, I don't know. It's just, you just have to watch in relationships. Different people are different. People are raised different ways. And people could do fucked up shit. It could be that she's not a gold digger. It could be that she was a good woman and he got some fucking issues from growth and he liked to beat on women. Or it could be she the type of bitch who feel like I'm pretty, so you should be with me. I should be the only person that you want.
I wanted to throw that in there, but I didn't want the feminists to start emailing me.
I know women. I know
some women
like
feel like that they deserve this spot. They deserve this man. They deserve this life. Let me throw one person in there before we get out of here. Let me throw one situation, a couple. Fabulous and Emily B.
Yes.
Do you remember, this was only months ago, where he knocked all of her fucking teeth out? But because he could pay for those teeth, you can pay for brand new teeth. She showed up at the court hearing with him.
He been beating her ass since 19 BC. He was beating her ass way
19
before.
BC, not 100.
Listen,
that's a long time.
He been beating her ass when he was the doctor that smacked her ass
before Christ
when she came out. He's been.
That's a long time.
This dude that is not the first time. When that shit came out, I was like, she's going to drop the charges. Certain shit, you just gotta be like, I can't help this person. Like, do I feel sorry? Yeah, I guess. I mean, because you know what you're doing. Whether you got kids with somebody, you know what you're dealing with. And already, you mentally gone, so this is where you're staying. Uh-huh. Dude, like, because your dad was trying to take up for you. Like, your dad.
Yeah, I saw a video with shit. It was like some male family members out there. But this nigga had his security and all that shit. He was just like, basically, fuck all of them. I'll beat your ass in front of them. And she went to court with him.
Right, because he already knew she's not going anywhere. Like, this ain't the first time I whooped her ass. Maybe on camera. But this ain't the first time that I done whooped her ass and she's not going anywhere. But do I think that Emily B feel like she's pretty? So that's not, I feel like she just feels like I done had all these kids by this person. She may have low self-esteem. It kind of seemed like that on Love and Hip Hop. It seemed like she was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And she's no. Just go ahead, Em. Just let him.
Say where the what?
He said where the pictures at of her.
She got all this shit about the confrontation. But,
Who, Emily B?
yeah, but her teeth is supposed to be knocked out. Where them pictures at?
I don't know if I saw any pictures of her teeth missing, but when the story broke, it was like huge.
You didn't. What I'm saying is that man,
I believe it though.
if that man knocked your teeth out, you had the altercation on camera. Where are the pictures and the video of your teeth being knocked out? Why wouldn't you?
Like, I can't answer that question, but just like I was about to say, as far as like him having her, I think that's a situation where he got her. Like, she showed up to court and like basically nothing happened, even though like there was a video. Like, wasn't it a video like of the altercation? Like, there was a video out.
He didn't. Not with him. Yeah, not with him putting his hands on her.
If you knocked Tasha's teeth out,
I bet TMZ got a dental bill somewhere.
there would be a video of her teeth knocked out. Why wouldn't you show the video?
But she's not gonna show anything. She's one how when she first got big on Love and Hip Hop, and you could tell she was going through it with dude. You could tell she was like, and even he said certain shit. Like, you could tell. I don't think she's the type of woman who would do that. Who would tell? The reason how it got out wasn't because she told. It was because they caught it on camera and TMZ got it and it got big. Now, if TMZ got it, would she have told people that he was beating her ass or that he was doing this? She wouldn't have said nothing. On Love and Hip Hop when Chrissy, Jim,
Who made the video?
they caught it. It wasn't somebody like I don't know wherever they were. The building that they were in was recording the altercation. Because on one video, the main video, you could see them looking down on what was going on. And you could see that it was fabulous. So it wasn't her recording it or her family recording it like, look at what this nigga's doing.
I thought that was at their house.
No, the one was in front of the house. It was in front of the house. But of course, in front of their house, the building has cameras. It's kind of like when Jay-Z and Beyonce got into it in the elevator. They sold that shit. If you see you call TMZ and say, I got video of something, I want to get paid. People do that shit all the time. You record people all the time so you can sell a video. She didn't go and tell on that man, and she ain't been telling on that man. When they were saying that he was cheating on her, when nobody knew about her, she had kids by him, and nobody knew about who she was, she had to tell people, I'm Fabulous's girl. And we got kids together and a whole big-ass family. Because when he was doing interviews, he was like, no, we not together. And then she would do videos and he would be like, no, we together. So he was just more like, I want to keep my image as being a single rapper to make money and to get women so they could go ahead and keep buying my shit.
Yeah.
And it did happen until Love and Hip Hop came out and you found out who the fuck she was. But you could tell this chick got low self. She's pretty and you could tell she got low self-esteem.
Yeah, she is. And I was just about to say, TMZ, even if they didn't have an actual photo of her missing teeth, they always come up with a good picture. I'm looking at a picture right now, and they just happen to catch one where her mouth is just look like it got no teeth in that motherfucker. Like, TMZ are fucking professionals. Like, they do what they do. All right, this is what I got to say, though. Like, she held on. No one knows. There's personal situations while she's holding on. But I think that some people need to look at those relationships like that. Like the starter kits out here on Instagram, they're starter kits. That's what they are. Athletes are looking for these women. They find these women. Like, Instagram models are probably the most wanted women by professional athletes.
And if you felt that that's what you
because
wanted,
it's like a grocery list. Yeah. Like, back in the day, you couldn't just go online and just look at these people like, let me find out who's popping. Let me find out who's fine. Let me see if she's single. Let me fuck with her. Let me do. Some people have good intentions. Not all men are just, you know what I mean, just waiting to knock your teeth out. But there's a lot of these situations to where when they finally figure out, because once the lust is over, once you've had her, some people will continue the situation, say, I like this about you, I find this out about you, and they marry them and live happily ever after. We don't hear about them. We hear about the trouble. And that's why we talk about the problems.
Dude, if you are that type of woman and you just want to keep somebody, just shit, get knocked up. Listen, you see, you see.
Yeah, once the baby's involved, it's over. Kevin Garnett, him and his wife are divorcing now. She's a pretty decent looking woman, but now she's about to get probably $150 million.
And see what I mean? Listen, Bow Wow's baby mama is pregnant by Future. She wrote 2 of them. Now, are they Sierra's exes? Yes. Did she get the good one? No. However, she did it. She did it, and she can dance. If you want to,
I can't fucking stand you,
ladies.
And she can dance,
ladies. If you're going to do something, go all the way.
Go all the way.
Don't be stupid, girl. Don't just have no pictures out. You gotta have a baby.
Hey, well, you know what? I'm already glad. Hey, I already got mine. When we get big, don't come looking for me. I won't come looking for you. You inbox me like, I'm good, love, enjoy. Check us out on Spotify. Check us out on iTunes. Check us out on Google Podcasts. You heard of Google Podcasts?
No.
They've come out and they sent me an email and said, we're on Google Podcasts. So go listen on Google Podcasts and check us out. Check us out on YouTube for you motherfuckers who just don't have any paid streaming services. And now I think that's just fucked up. Maybe you need to fucking find you a motherfucking professional athlete or something to pay your bill.
Go to McDonald's and use their Wi-Fi, but do not get their salad.
They got parasites in the salad, but I heard they were crunchy. If you don't like croutons, parasites ain't that bad. Like parasites, I mean,
don't they eat your fat?
How many exactly? So it's like it could be a new diet routine.
I'm probably going to go buy two tonight.
Who ever heard of somebody get killed by a parasite?
If they
never mind, I'd ask that question. Y'all check us out next
they
week.
Send that shit.
Hey, if y'all find any proof, just email it to Bianca. She'll tell it to me. We out of here.
They were like, this person Ron.